Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. There we
go. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball on the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Henry. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4th down.
Joseph's got it.
And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 5-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in.
Again, Herbert. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 39-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Herbert.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
His pass complete to A.J. Brown. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
second down. Here's Hurts. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Now, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After the penalty, it's Henry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Hurts. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The 3rd down.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's Herbert. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And his throw is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Herbert off of play action. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. McCrane on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Titans 3. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
If you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Herbert on 1st down now. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 20-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw here, Herbert. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal line.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. It just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now it's Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Cardinals 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Adam Humphries on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They juked him. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold?
only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Herbert fighting through, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. 3rd and long. It's Herbert.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 22. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. The open man is Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Jonnu Smith. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Hurts going for it all. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Titans 10.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Henry running right through him. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where